What's up, guys? It's Jack, and today we're racing the 305 sprint cars at Williams Grove. And I still have the same ugly blue rims. This is an old recording. I'd say the first week dirt actually came out. And as you can tell, I'm a little excited with these cars. So the funny part is my buddy that I know pretty good in real life is actually in the same split as me, and he actually qualified pole, and I'm starting on the outside of him. And this is him. His name's Sonny. He's starting on pole. And I don't know, we were just laughing because we were talking while we were racing, and it was pretty funny to be in TeamSpeak, you know, and chatting while you're racing. But we're about to go green here. Looks like the green flag's dropped. Sonny's got a good start. He's cleared by a few car lengths, and I got a bad start. I fell to third right on the start. So I was a little nervous. Here's on board with me. Just a bad reaction time. I actually got on the outside of this guy, and he stayed low, so I was able to try and maybe work a line here to try to get around him. And that part, he went too deep in the corner, I think, and he just blew the turnout, and it pushed him high, so I just snuck right under him. It was an easy pass for me. So now I had to catch up with my buddy Sonny, which, I mean, we were pretty identical in practice and qualifying, so it would be kind of hard for me to run him down, I thought. And pretty quick, Sonny made a mistake. He pushed pretty wide in that turn. I caught back up to him. He's a few laps down the road. I'm catching back up to him, and me and him are pretty gone. As you can tell, the field behind us, there's not anyone in sight. It's just me and him. Here's another onboard of him just blowing that turn out a little bit, but it's hard to catch up a little. You know, I mean, you can make mistakes in these cars, and it's not as punishable. I mean, I only caught him maybe at front end, not that much. Here's on board with Sonny, with me behind him. He went a little high. I thought he'd come back down, so I gave him room, but I had plenty of room. And we were just trying to stay on the bottom. The bottom's faster in the 305 and 360s, and probably 410s. I don't know, I've never had a 410 here. He's pushing it to the limits. He hit the wall that lap. Just barely scratched it. So, I mean, we're pushing as hard as we can go because we both want to win. So, a few laps down the road, we're still 1 and 2. He pushes a little wide. I think he overdrove the car. Here's on board with me. Yeah, he overdrove a little bit and forced him high, and I snuck in on the bottom. And we had a lap car right there, which was a little sketchy because you know you never want to have a lap car while you're trying to pass for the lead, but it worked out. He gave us room, which is pretty cool. You don't see that a lot. And I made the pass, but on the exit of 3 and 4, or on the exit of 4, I didn't get the run, and he actually got a good run off me. And we were laughing as we were doing this because we were just going at it. Another good shot of that run off of 4. And I want to say I put it back on the inside of him. Yeah, I'm already back on the inside of him. I scored him back up. Here's an onboard with me on that inside pass. He just went too wide. I snuck back under again. And hopefully this lap I made it stick. Made sure I didn't make a terrible run off of 4 like last lap. This was a few laps down the road, I believe. So we're probably around lap 20 out of 35, I'd say, at this point. He's still pretty close. I can't make any mistakes. He can capitalize on it and probably catch back up. So I was trying to just run my lines. And lap cars weren't too much of an issue at this point. Yeah, we get a few here and there, but it wasn't a big deal. Here's an onboard with Sonny. He doesn't know how to use the tear-off button, I guess. I don't know. He has a lot of dirt on his screen. And he finally pulled the tear-off. This was dealing with a lapped car. He drove way deep in that turn. I didn't realize how deep he went until I watched the replay. And yeah, I smacked the wall. I was too stubborn to pedal out or to, you know, get off the gas. So I stayed in it and I was trying to make sure he didn't get around me. If you listen to that audio, I'm still going on the gas. But we're still good, and I actually held him off, I believe, for the lead still. I didn't give him any room, I don't think. I played it a little dirty, I guess. I mean, not necessarily dirty. I mean, I did hold the high line a little bit. He just came up and lifted, so I guess it was okay. But I really didn't want to give that lead back to him, so I did my very best to stay out front. It is hard to pass in these cars, not gonna lie. This is a few laps down the road. Want to say there's probably 10 to go, maybe 5 to go at this point in the race. And I've pulled a pretty sizable gap on him. I'm more comfortable at this pace. And he hit the wall. So let's go on board with Sonny. Down the front stretch, he climbs the wall. Same situation as me, but his was a lot worse, unfortunately. His car was pretty beat up. You can tell that axle is just folded. Another shot of him hitting the wall. If you look at that rear axle, it's got, yeah, you can tell that thing is just done. Here's another shot of me. This was around a few laps to go. I'd say 5 laps to go. Actually, no, this was the last lap, actually. Yeah, this was the last lap. Lap 34, 35. So I had a big group of lap cars, and thankfully it was the finish. So that was the last lap. That was checkered right there. And I won my, I'm not sure how many 305 races, but another win. So it was cool for me to get that. Here's another onboard of the last few turns, I guess. I don't know. Me slowing down, you know, because cool. Blue rims, sick, dude. I almost got packed right there. It's just kind of funny. Let's go on board with Sonny and see how his last lap was. He actually drove, I want to say, 10 laps like this. And oh, I don't know how he did it. Look at his car, dude. That is funny, man. He didn't want to quit. Out there winging it out. And that concludes this video, guys. If you liked it, please leave a like and comment some feedback. I appreciate it, and thanks for watching.